If you were to look up the word respect in a dictionary, you would find words like admiration and reverence. And one would think that being WWE champion, especially for so long, that I would be admired, that I would be revered. But I'm not. Instead, I've been treated with contempt. And I've sat back and I've watched more main events than I've competed in. And that's why I'm here tonight. I'm here to watch the NXT champion Seth Rollins compete in his first main event to defend his title, the way a champion should. And I can only hope that everybody here, everybody watching, especially all the NXT superstars, Seth Rollins most of all, can appreciate what a special night it is to have the WWE champion here as an observer. The best in the world invades NXT tonight. So get yourselves ready for a lesson in respect. Respect.
It's an electric atmosphere with a championship feel. Welcome to NXT. I'm Byron Saxton alongside William Regal, and tonight, for the first time since capturing the NXT Championship, Seth Rollins will take on Michael McGillicuddy, and if that wasn't big enough, the WWE Champion CM Punk will join us right here tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Brooksville, Florida, weighing 230 pounds, Bo Dallas.
Well, Bo Dallas, the 22-year-old irrepressible fighter, has quickly become one of the more popular superstars here on NXT.
Bo Dallas coming back from a serious injury about 6 months ago. He actually split his kidney in half. But that would have finished anybody's career, or they would have just give up on life. Not Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas, he knows his destiny is to be a WWE champion. He just came back stronger and better than ever.
His opponent, from Westbrook, Maine, weighing 244 pounds, Johnny Curtis.
Butterscotch.
Butterscotch?
Butterscotch.
Why on earth would you...
Well, he's always got bags of sweets, candy with him, and he offered me one today. It was a butterscotch. I don't know why. He's always got a different bag with him every week.
Oh, you're making me hungry.
Well, folks, Johnny Curtis, he's an interesting fellow. The proud, upstanding connoisseur of the weird. A loner by choice, but he agreed.
I think that's because of the restraining orders, to be honest with you.
I don't know anything about that. Certainly interesting contrast of personalities here between Johnny Curtis and Bo Dallas. I think that was for you.
A craftsman bricklayer as well, by the way. That's why he has such gripping hands.
Oh,
did you know that?
you're full of facts.
Yes.
Great way to kick things off this week on NXT. And the thing is about Bo Dallas and Johnny Curtis, either one of these men could be perennial contenders for NXT Gold on any given night. Wait, quick pinfall here by Bo Dallas.
Very quick double wrist takeover there. Double wrist lock takeover. Very nice. Don't see that very often anymore.
It speaks volumes about the skill level of both these competitors.
Another thing I like so much about Bo Dallas, we are similar, do you know why? We both have very quiet speaking voices, but we can, well, I don't anymore, but he can punch somebody's head in at will. I love that.
Bo is known for his fight first
He is, yes.
attitude. He wears his emotions on his sleeve. Case in point. Bo, of course, third-generation superstar. Grandfather, Blackjack Mulligan, could cover again.
Uncle of the great Barry Windham, father, IRS, Mike Rotunda.
Of course.
Ooh! That point of the elbow right to the jawline there. That, I mean, there we go. That would knock anybody else out. They wouldn't be getting up. Look at Bo Dallas, the fire and desire that he has.
But the key to the strategy of Johnny Curtis is that you know that he's going to stay on top of Bo Dallas the entire time.
That's what he does. I mean, he gets close to people, let's put it that way.
Yeah. Johnny Curtis almost mocking Bo Dallas, who, again, continues fighting. Never stops fighting.
Every single punch there that Bo Dallas threw, it knocked Johnny Curtis 8 inches farther back. That's the punching power that he has.
Recover here by Curtis.
That's the way that Johnny Curtis grinded the point of his elbow against Bo Dallas's cheekbone there. Very painful.
Sizing up Dallas for a nice snap suplex. Hook of the leg. Johnny Curtis loves finding ways to disrupt the psyche of his opponents.
It's a polite way of putting it, isn't it?
I try to be.
Yes. Ooh. I'd like to explain to everybody at home that it's 2 metal bars that is being ferociously flung into your back, into your spine area. It hurts a lot.
And Bo Dallas absolutely hurting. You spoke of previous kidney troubles that Bo Dallas has had, and it's amazing again that at one point doctors told him he would never compete inside the ring again.
Never compete, but that it just wasn't even in his thought process. He was that I'm going to come back, and that's all there is to it. Do you think? Sorry, can I ask you a question? Do you think that part of that was because he comes from a family history and he didn't want to let anybody down, or is that just his own personal desire?
Anyone who talks to Bo Dallas knows that this is what he knows. Wrestling is what he knows. It's in his blood, it's in his heart. Bo Dallas is a competitor day in and day out.
Look at that, every shot right to the ribs.
Curtis a little dazed, but not dazed enough.
7 or 8 feet there falling onto that lower back area is not pleasant, especially when you've had a split kidney.
Nice agility by Johnny Curtis, but it didn't pay off, and now the question is, can Bo Dallas find a way to capitalize? See that look of determination on the face of Bo Dallas, and here he comes!
The actual ferocity, that the way Bo Dallas hits somebody, he always knocks himself over because he's throwing his body so much into it. I love this.
Bo Dallas, every moment could be a career changer. Whoa, nice counter. Hooks the far leg, no.
Overhead belly-to-belly suplex there. Very well executed.
Other intentions in mind for Bo Dallas. Full speed. Spear takes out Johnny Curtis. Yes.
Here is your winner, Bo Dallas.
A great win over a great competitor. That's a fantastic display here for Bo Dallas. Dusty Rhodes will definitely be taking notice.
Well, take another look again at how Bo Dallas was able to put away Johnny Curtis, who gave Dallas quite the fight here. Dallas was able to counter, but that wasn't enough. Sizing up Johnny Curtis, emphatically delivering the spear, and Bo Dallas has his hand raised in victory. Well, folks, still to come, it's our highly anticipated main event. For the first time since capturing the championship, Seth Rollins will defend the NXT title against Michael McGillicuddy, and WWE Champion CM Punk will join Hall of Famer Jim Ross at the commentary desk to call the match. But coming up next, it's Divas action. Paige, Audrey Marie take on Alicia Fox and Caitlyn.
Ooh, lovely.
Breast cancer doesn't care if you had other plans.
It doesn't care if you're about to get married.
Doesn't care if you have a family.
It doesn't care if you're a mother,
a grandmother, a best friend,
or a daughter. Breast cancer doesn't care.
WWE is proud to partner with Susan G. Komen for the Cure, and its mission to save lives and end breast cancer forever. You can go go to Komen.org/WWE to learn more about how you can join us in the fight against breast cancer.
The following is a Divas Tag Team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the team of Alicia Fox and Caitlyn.
That is quite the hoodie there that Alicia Fox is wearing. You okay, William Regal?
Oh, yes. Oh, dear me.
It's, I guess you could call this the perfect complement of strength and a little pizzazz.
I'm going to keep quiet. I'll just get myself in trouble if I say anything. I know I will.
We don't want that to happen.
No.
Their opponents, the team of Audrey Marie and Paige.
A capacity crowd here inside the NXT arena enjoying the entrance of Audrey and Paige. One of your personal favorites, by the way.
Paige, oh yes. The enchanting raven-haired lady.
I was waiting for you to say it.
Miss Hell in Boots.
Yes. You don't want to get on her bad side, do you?
Certainly don't know.
Well, not somewhat, completely opposite personalities here when you look at Audrey and Paige. So it's going to be very intriguing to see what kind of chemistry they develop in this tag team matchup.
A cowgirl and a bother girl. Do you know what a bother girl is?
I have no idea.
Somebody will kick your head in.
Okay,
That's
well,
what Paige will
I'll
do.
stay away from her then. Well, Paige trying to get support here from the NXT universe. And you know what? If you're in the position of a diva like Paige, going against the more experienced Caitlyn, you might expect some nervousness, perhaps some trepidation, but Paige, true to her style, going right to Caitlyn. Ooh. Caitlyn, on the other hand, showing her strength advantage. Certainly Paige will try to use her unique style to gain the advantage. It's about being known as the absolute best, and all four of these divas want to accomplish that feat. As Paige declares
Now that you mention feet, I'm just drawn to Caitlyn's walnut crushing thighs again. I wish you hadn't done that.
I knew you were going to say it.
Goodness gracious. Oh dear.
Caitlyn, arguably one of the strongest divas in all of the WWE.
But Paige, so well schooled in her wrestling ability. I say this all the time, but it's true. She was come from a wrestling family, trained by one of the legendary European lady wrestlers, British lady wrestlers, Klondike Kate, who started the same as me on wrestling on a carnival, fighting grown men. She actually, Klondike Kate was 14, fighting grown women and men sometimes on the carnival. Passed all that knowledge and skill and that fighting ability onto Paige.
So you're saying she wasn't a Kardashian?
Oh no, she wasn't a Kardashian. No.
Well, so
like
far,
a row of cars.
so far in the early going here, nice tag team continuity between Audrey and Paige. And the other thing to look for in this matchup is that you have to believe the experience level lies more so with the team of Caitlyn and Alicia Fox.
I don't know how you can say that actually, because Paige has been wrestling since she was, on the mat anyway, training since she was about 12 years of age. So there's obviously Paige has a lot of skill. Audrey Marie, somebody who we should be talking about, someone who's very skilled, very smart, knows what she's doing in the ring. She just hasn't really had a great following here on NXT yet, but she will do. She's very good.
Audrey, one of the newest additions to the Divas division. Oh, wait a minute. Counter here. Alicia tagged herself in. Audrey had no idea. And therein lies the experience level I was talking about. Shoulders down. No.
I'm hoping.
Look at Audrey.
For everybody's sake, that we get to see Alicia Fox's beautiful bridge, because she has the most beautiful bridge I've ever seen on any wrestler.
Look at this counter after counter here between Audrey and Alicia Fox. Nice agility. Whoa.
A Winnick throw. That is called a Winnick throw. You never see that anymore.
You can calm down, William Regal. Calm down.
Popularized by the great Steve Wright from England. A Winnick throw. My goodness.
Never know what you're going to see.
I'm blown away.
Well, Audrey in full
Oh,
control.
I'm as giddy as a kipper now
You
I've seen
are.
that.
I'm worried about you.
Mad as a ball banana, I am. Whoa.
If you could only see, folks, the big smile on the face of William Regal right now as Caitlin utilizes her strength to counter Audrey. Quick cover. No. Yeah, take it easy. Take a deep breath. There you go.
Audrey Marie was able to kick out there, but just the way she moved her hip to a certain way, that shows the skill level that she has. You know, you can't kick somebody like Caitlin off your upper body because she's so powerful and strong.
Well, look at this aggression by Alicia Fox. Do not let her looks deceive you. Remember,
Absolutely
quick
not,
cover
no.
here. Remember, Alicia Fox is a former WWE Divas champion.
Yes, she is, and very skilled. And she's also, if you see, she's also well skilled in using certain parts of her body to inflict pain. The way she has those long, lean forearms, and she's always putting the bone of the forearm across the cheekbones of the other divas. Makes them, well, puts them in pain, let's put it that way.
Alicia Fox. I was going to say manhandling, but I suppose it'd be woman handling Audrey Marie. Tags in Caitlin. And so far, Caitlin and Alicia Fox have worked very well here. Look at the leg.
But there again, I'm staring at four beautiful ladies, four wonderful divas, and I'm just thinking, that's 4 times I could get the knockback, isn't it?
Smart, sexy, and powerful.
You want to see the one I've got lined up for tonight?
I've heard
Goodness gracious. No oil painting, honestly.
Oh,
Dear me.
Very compromising positioning. Look at this.
Full Nelson with the use of the legs, and with those legs,
Rolled back.
that was, see that's how good Audrey Marie is. She did the smart thing and rolled back. If she had stayed in that position, she would have submitted.
Audrey Marie has a tireless work ethic, always trying to get better, and in this case, trying to find an opening. She's almost there. Can she make the tag? Yes! And here comes Paige. Full of rage, I might add. Ooh.
Paige full of rage.
I know I rhyme too.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Look at Paige go. Paige has become unleashed inside the NXT arena. Oh, we've seen this before. Apparently Alicia Fox has too. Inside cradle, trying to counter. Oh.
Kick to the lower abdomen there. Oh, drop kick right in the point of the chin.
My goodness. Good cover. And here comes Audrey, all 4 divas in the ring now. Very combustible situation.
It's gone all cock-a-hoop here, hasn't it?
Whatever it's gone. Paige, roll up, shoulders down. Yes.
Here are your winners, Audrey Marie and Paige.
Oh, what a win for Paige and Audrey Marie.
Excellent win for Paige and Audrey Marie because they beat 2 well-established WWE main roster divas. That's a huge notch under their belt. Good for them.
So different looks and different backgrounds, but same goal and same result.
It is what it is, baby. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just not on the team.
Oh, you just strike out. It's pretty embarrassing, man.
Look here, Jack. I don't strike out. I got a team of girls. She wanted the top spot on the team, told there wasn't enough room. Her loss, not mine. And as for things that are embarrassing, how about me standing over you in the middle of the ring with my hand raised?
Okay, well, you know how people have been asking, where's Trent? Yeah. Well, next week, I'm gonna be kneeing this dude in his dumb face.
All right. We'll see.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my guest at this time, the NXT champion, Seth Rollins. Seth, tonight we're gonna see your first ever NXT title defense against Michael McGillicuddy. Are you nervous? Are you excited? What's going on in your head? What are you feeling right now?
Briley, since the moment I won this championship, all I could think about was my first title defense. And that happens tonight. So nervous, it's not the right word. Excited, That's more like it. But you know who should be nervous? Michael McGillicuddy. Because last week, when he called me out, Michael McGillicuddy disrespected me.
You want respect? Yeah. Okay, let me give you a free piece of advice then. Just because you're the champion, it's not gonna get you what you want. And I can tell you to your face, and you know it's the truth because I've been WWE champion for almost a year, and I've had a stranglehold on this business for longer than that. I've beat every wrestler on the planet. I've conquered everything they've put in front of me. I've proved time and time again that I'm the best in the world. I still don't have any respect. And those people are gonna tell you the same thing they tell me. They're gonna tell you that respect isn't just given. It's not a fortune cookie. You gotta earn respect. Well, I earned this. Just like I feel I know you earned that. It's still not gonna get you what you want. So tonight, when you're staring across the ring at Michael McGillicuddy, don't give him respect, because he's not just gonna give it to you. Don't try to earn his respect. I want you to do what I do. Beat the respect out of him. Good luck.
This bout is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Johannesburg, South Africa, weighing 225 pounds, Leo Kruger. His opponent already in the ring, from Jersey City, New Jersey, weighing 270 pounds, Dante Dash.
Well, if you look up bizarre in the dictionary,
Fascinating.
fascinating.
Yes.
I think there's a strong possibility that Leo Kruger's name won't be far from the definition.
I consider this man the most fascinating person I've met in a long, long time. He's very dangerous, he's very cunning, and I know a little bit, probably more than anybody else, about what makes this man tick. He was obviously trained, well, not obviously, but he was trained by the great Donnie Britz, who was the greatest competitor to ever come out of South Africa. His father was the most infamous mercenary in South Africa's history. He has been actually thrown out of South Africa for the time being, let's put it that way, because of his strange nature and his poaching, would they call be crimes, I would think, because there's so many do-gooders in the world today. He's not allowed to do that. And so he decided to come over here to America and to turn up on NXT, and this is his new prey. Everybody that faces him in a ring.
Look at the smile. Just looking at Leo Kruger, I get goosebumps. Dante wants to fight here, but he's not even sure what to make of Leo Kruger.
Don't forget, this man has spent years and years on his own in the bush, in the South African
whoa, watch out!
bush. When anybody spends huge amounts of time with just their own thoughts, they become somewhat deranged.
Well, Leo Kruger apparently just pounced out of that proverbial bush and onto Dante Dash.
Some would say a little mental.
A little. Very unconventional human being is Leo Kruger. He just strokes his hair.
And Leo Kruger, because he's a big game hunter, he doesn't want to, he thinks he's proving a point by beating bigger men than himself. Look at the size of Dante Dash, and we know Dante Dash is a great young superstar here on NXT. But that's what Leo Kruger's whole point is.
Dante seems to be on the verge of tapping, and it seems as if just to inflict more punishment, Leo Kruger lets go right on the brink. You see again, Dante, hand up in the air, and Kruger just wants to continue the punishment.
I will let you know in the next few weeks the story of why the tooth is missing. I'm not going to give it you all tonight.
Oh, you're going to make me wait.
Well, it's a little disturbing.
I'm not sure what could be more disturbing than what we've seen here from Leo Kruger. He just circles around his prey. That is Dante Dash.
Cold-hearted. In fact, many would say a man without a heart, definitely without a soul.
And it's just, look at Kruger tugging at his hair. I mean, what is going on in the mind of an individual who is banging his head on the canvas? My goodness.
I told you before, he's mental.
Yeah, he's mental. He's unstable. He's just plain weird. Kruger now. Face first goes Dante Dash, and I believe that's it.
Your winner, Leo Kruger.
And that is a very disturbed individual.
We can use all the words to describe him we wish, but what we have in front of us is a man who is on a mission and a man who is going to be hard to stop.
Take another look. Leo Kruger, Dante Dash on the verge of tapping out. Kruger wouldn't let him. Kruger would not let Dante Dash tap out until he would finish him like this. It's all about the thrill of the pursuit for Leo Kruger, and he tugs at his own hair. The man is pulling out his own hair.
Us hier. Die jacht is aan. My prey do not have to worry a long suffering, because I will extinguish the light quickly. Who will be my next trophy? Ta-ta.
How eloquent. Speaking some Afrikaans there as well.
I think, ladies and gentlemen, it's safe to say that Leo Kruger exists in his own disturbing reality.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, folks, the time is over. The anticipation is up. For the first time since capturing the NXT title, Seth Rollins will defend against Michael McGillicuddy. And up next, the WWE Champion, CM Punk, alongside WWE Hall of Famer Jim Ross, will call the action for this historical matchup.
Please welcome my guest at this time, WWE superstar Michael McGillicuddy. Michael, we're just moments away from your match with Seth Rollins for the NXT title. How much of this match is about the title, and how much is about respect?
God, what is with you guys? Why do you talk about respect? Who cares about respect? Enough of it. I'll tell you what, when I beat Seth Rollins for the NXT World Heavyweight Championship, he can have all the respect he wants. And when I leave him laying, I'm coming after CM Punk. And I'm gonna show him a little respect when I beat him for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Respect.
You're listening to Welcome Home by Coheed and Cambria, the official theme song of NXT. Be sure to check out their latest album, The Aftermath, Ascension, available now.
The
following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the NXT Championship.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to NXT. Jim Ross alongside William Regal. We will be joined by WWE Champion CM Punk as the challenger, Michael McGillicuddy, who has certainly earned this opportunity.
Michael McGillicuddy, he's an incredible athlete. A man, a third-generation wrestler, somebody who me and you both, JR, have had our eyes on this young man for a long time. We were always saying he doesn't know how good he is yet. I think he's starting to actually grasp that thought now.
If the son of the late Mr. Perfect, grandson of Larry the Axe Hennig, realizes his potential tonight, he will leave the sold-out NXT arena as the NXT champion. But that will be a tall order, and certainly not without a fight.
But that's the best part. That's what we want to see here on NXT, the greatest competition and the greatest competitors that we could possibly bring.
The NXT champion, Seth Rollins, who had a very unique conversation with WWE Champion CM Punk a little earlier tonight, I thought.
This may offend both of them, but I thought it was like a pair of bookends, really, I'm sure. It's very hard for Seth Rollins not to look up to CM Punk and see everything that he's accomplished. And they're basically, you know, they're of that same mindset. It's that constant striving forward, that constant live their own, you know, their careers their own way, and they're going to prove a point, and nobody's going to stop them.
CM Punk is the best in the world. Right now, Seth Rollins is the best in NXT.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the WWE Champion, CM Punk.
He is the best in the world. And the proof of that statement is hanging over his left shoulder, the WWE Championship.
I'm looking forward to this, so I decided to come out and obviously take a closer look. Good luck.
A man, a few words, but we'll get bored because we're going to be joined here by the WWE Champion, CM Punk, here at our broadcast position. And we welcome the WWE Champion.
Introducing first the challenger, from Champlin, Minnesota, weighing 227 pounds, Michael McGillicuddy. His opponent, from Davenport, Iowa, weighing 209 pounds, he is the reigning NXT champion, Seth Rollins.
So it is one fall for the NXT Championship. William Regal and I being joined by the WWE Champion CM Punk. We look forward to your insight and your thoughts on these two young men who, quite frankly, want to be where you are right now. Not at ringside, but WWE Champion.
No, not on commentary, certainly not. They should want to be WWE Champion.
So the bell has sounded, and here we go. McGillicuddy playing mind games last week with Seth Rollins. McGillicuddy kind of calling the shots last week.
Mr. Regal, I got to ask you, who do you pick in this? I know you're not a betting man, but let's
I'm not.
pretend.
No. I called Gamblers Anonymous the other week. They'd give me 5-1. I wouldn't make it. I honestly can't call this because it'd do a disservice to either competitor. It truly would. They're both very, very well skilled. They're great at what they do. I'm just going to look forward to watching this. Do you mind if I touch it? Your championship.
Oh,
can I just touch it? Just once, please. It's the closest I'll ever get to it. Thank you. There we go. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That's that out the way.
It's very Switzerland of you to not pick a side. Mr. Ross, do you have a favorite, perhaps?
All right, look at McGillicuddy's shoulders down. Rollins has been red hot to CM Punk. Red hot, he's the champion. I like McGillicuddy a lot, but I got to go with the champion until I see someone here beat him.
Yeah, he has momentum, that's for sure.
Rollins, well-schooled feet, already going for the blackout.
I'm trying to put myself in Seth Rollins' shoes here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got to take a real quick commercial break. Don't go away. The NXT Championship will be decided when we come back. We are back on NXT. Jim Ross, William Regal, and WWE Champion CM Punk here to sold-out NXT Arena. NXT Championship on the line, and Michael McGillicuddy, the challenger, with the advantage over Seth Rollins, the champion.
It must be very daunting for Seth Rollins, because anybody who knows anything about you, CM Punk, knows that Seth Rollins sort of followed in your shoes in the same career path, that the way you started in the companies that you work for. And whether he likes to admit it or not, he's somewhat patterned himself on you.
Well,
so, having you here must be nerve-wracking for him.
I certainly have heard the comparisons, and you know what? It's up to him how he takes that. And if I was him, because I don't like being compared to anybody, whether it's flattering or not. I hope he starts to grow a little bit of a chip on his shoulder because of it. He doesn't need to be the second CM Punk. He needs to be the first Seth Rollins.
Exactly.
He's champion. He's obviously off to a hell of a start.
I've always believed you have to be the one and only you and be original.
Absolutely.
Nice high-impact elbow by the bigger Michael McGillicuddy. A perfect elbow, if you will. Side headlock takeover as McGillicuddy controls the action. Neither man wanting to make a mistake. Obviously, the reason the NXT Championship is at stake.
McGillicuddy, not only bigger, he's also more experienced.
Michael McGillicuddy's experience started basically as soon as he could.
Oh, nice drop kick.
He could understand and listen.
And the quicker Rollins go over the drop kicks and finding their mark.
Because he will have been sat on his grandfather's knee, on his father's knee, and learning the tricks of the trade from being 4 or 5 years of age.
And
How wonderful.
McGillicuddy may eat a knee before this one's all over, not be sitting on one. And McGillicuddy showed his power, leverage advantage, sending Rollins to the outside. The good news is that Rollins may be injured. The bad news is McGillicuddy cannot win the NXT Championship on the outside.
Michael McGillicuddy knows exactly how to use the ring to his advantage in every way. Wow. Not just with his maneuvers, but also the way that he uses the hard part of the ring as a weapon. And it takes a spiteful man to do that.
Yeah, some people would call that cheating.
I wouldn't know.
I'm not one of them.
Covered by McGillicuddy. And McGillicuddy with a near fall. The hard part of the ring that my colleagues are referring to, the ring apron.
And apron's such a soft word for such a hard thing, isn't it?
It may be. You may be right about that. Still unrelenting, unforgiving nonetheless as Rollins fighting back up. Rollins has a short fuse. He's very combative. Nothing wrong with that, but sometimes combative people can make mistakes.
Sometimes they can be great successes, and I think that's what Seth Rollins is.
McGillicuddy again outmaneuvering the NXT champion. Not a good landing for Rollins in that position. Clubbing blows. High impactful right across the chest, driving the air out of the champion.
Look at the angle that Seth Rollins' his neck is bent at the moment. That shows the kind of. There we go. I knew that Michael McGillicuddy would take advantage of that just because he knows exactly how to hurt somebody.
Well, you think the referee might try to step in there and free Seth Rollins. All right.
I'm glad that the referee didn't, because we don't want this championship cutting short by some technicality.
And there's a cover. There's no cutting short here.
We want to see a fight. We want to see a great wrestling match. We want to see two, warriors of the Canvas Wars go at it, and that's what we're seeing.
These two young men have the burning desire to headline a WrestleMania someday. But that journey to WrestleMania for these men starts right here at NXT, and we're glad you're with us for Rollins' first title defense, and what an Irish whip.
Can I ask the obvious question? Why are you here?
And wait a minute. The cover here, I thought McGillicuddy was going for the cover. He is. McGillicuddy trying to become the champion. Folks, we got to take our final time out. Will Michael McGillicuddy lead the champion? We'll find out when we come back. We are back here in NXT. The NXT Championship is on the line. Michael McGillicuddy, the challenger, has been in control throughout the commercial break. Things look bleak for the champion, Seth Rollins. I'm Jim Ross alongside William Regal and WWE Champion CM Punk.
And as we were discussing in the break, why I'm here, simply put, I'm scouting the future. Whether a lot of people like it or not, these two are the future of World Wrestling Entertainment, and I'm here. And they're fighting over the NXT Championship.
I wouldn't have expected a lesser answer from you. That's why you're the man that you are. Very smart.
I'm not here for the pickles they have in back.
Rollins trying to fight his way back into this matchup. It's Rollins' championship that's on the line as the knife-edge chops find their mark on the large chest of Michael McGillicuddy, who shows his aggression.
Can somebody explain to me, why do these young men that come from Minnesota area, why are they so ruggedly stronger and just naturally bigger than
I think it's
everybody else?
It's the water in the lakes.
Okay,
it's the land of lakes, William.
It's fascinating to me because everybody I know from there is just.
Oh man!
I think they're descended from barbarians, aren't they?
What are they?
Yeah.
They're Norwegian, and I don't have a clue.
I mean, nobody from Wisconsin's that tough.
Right.
Well, the turnbuckles became an ally for Seth Rollins. Great positioning by Rollins. It's all about one fall. 3 seconds, all it takes here. And Rollins showing athleticism. And catches McGillicuddy with some high impact. As you see the pace quicken, that's to Rollins' advantage.
We talked about it earlier, Ross. This is all about momentum. He's got to capitalize on this right now.
Rollins has regained the momentum that WWE Champion CM Punk has referred to. Rollins getting the crowd into it. Himself willed back into this contest. And McGillicuddy now finds his way to the outside. And Rollins with a suicide dive, head first, risking injury to himself to put McGillicuddy away.
And I like that. I like that in a man. It takes a special human being to risk himself to hold on to his championship.
But surely that's what it's all about. You wouldn't even consider anything less.
No,
nor would any other
that's what
champion
it takes.
worth his
You
salt.
have to sacrifice, and sometimes you have to sacrifice things you love.
Rollins doesn't want to count out victory. He wants a victory by pinfall or submission. And McGillicuddy. What a beautiful counter by McGillicuddy. Rollins had left, couldn't change his direction, was in midair.
2 feet right in the breadbasket there, and I know I say it all the time, but
the cover by McGillicuddy going for the championship.
ladies
Got a
and
near
gentlemen,
fall.
everybody at home knows what it feels like to be winded. Can you imagine possibly being winded from that kind of an impact?
That was an amazing counter by Michael McGillicuddy, instinctual. It's in his DNA. He felt it, he executed it, and now McGillicuddy has the momentum.
And that was an ugly landing, too. Well-placed drop kick, picked him right out of the sky, and the landing was nothing pretty.
Oh, Rollins, right under his feet, scores with the enziguri, the head kick right to the temple. Oh, Rollins again looking for the blackout. Rollins very good.
Saito suplex, beautifully applied there.
The cover, that could do it. Oh, the hand was coming down for the 3 count.
Did you see the way that Seth Rollins used his hand to push Michael McGillicuddy off?
Another cover.
And again. See, that's the kind of competitor Seth Rollins is. He knows all the ins and outs. That's why it makes him successful.
The sense of urgency, the feeling here at the NXT arena.
Well, you can see the frustration on McGillicuddy's face right now. What does he have to do to put away Seth Rollins?
Persevere would be my suggestion from this far away.
I don't think perseverance is just going to cut it. He needs to hurt this man. He needs to put this kid down.
This is where McGillicuddy needs to find that perfect way to put Rollins away. Rollins inside cradle, a counter by Rollins. almost scored the win. Oh, gosh, inside out goes the champion. And the challenger quickly going for the cover hooks. A leg. And another near fall. And you're right to see him Punk, the frustration on McGillicuddy beginning to show on his face, and he's wasting valuable time.
Well, he's doing everything he can. When he makes covers, they're deep covers. He hooks both legs, and Seth Rollins still finds the fortitude to kick out somehow.
McGillicuddy trying to regroup. Doesn't want to lose the momentum. Looking for that running neck breaker. And now Rollins. Oh, Rollins just planted McGillicuddy.
Huge maneuver right there.
He's got both legs hooked. Rollins wins.
Wow.
Here is your winner and still NXT champion, Seth Rollins.
And you heard it right there. Obviously, Seth Rollins still your NXT champion, but you got to give it to both guys in this one, don't you?
Proud moment for everybody here in NXT to be able to witness such an incredible night.
And then Rollins was so dependent on the blackout, but he pulled another one out of the book and stuns McGillicuddy with that blockbuster-like maneuver. McGillicuddy's head bouncing off the canvas.
Everybody thought he was going to go left, and he went right. Very well done. Very well done. For both McGillicuddy and Seth Rollins, I got to say.
Outstanding main event. And the first championship defense of the NXT title. Successful for Seth Rollins, who's looking back here in our direction at the WWE Champion CM Punk. Looking on with approval, and rightfully so. Could it be that Punk's looking into a mirror? It's been an amazing week here on NXT. Want to thank WWE Champion CM Punk for joining us. But most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with us. For our whole crew, I'm Jim Ross, and we'll see you right here next week for NXT.